Welcome to Tours with Tom. I'm Tom Longenecker. This is a very exciting episode we're filming here today because we're going behind the scenes with our exceptional CCA teachers, and we will also be visiting 3 of our family service centers. So follow me and you will see why CCA is the best virtual school in Pennsylvania. Here we are at our Harrisburg Family Service Center. This is our kindergarten school. We're going to pop in and say hello to a few of our teachers. This is Amanda McGuire. She's a kindergarten teacher and our kindergarten chair. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Very good, very good. Thanks for letting us interrupt you for a couple moments here this morning.
Oh, sure.
So tell our families a little bit about how kids learn virtually in the kindergarten world.
That's one of the biggest questions I get asked when I tell people I teach kindergarten at CCA. They say, how is that possible? I get to work one-on-one with students on a regular basis. I get to know their families, and I have so many great tools that I can use.
And do you find that you're able to connect just as well or better with our families versus the traditional school?
Oh my gosh, at the old school, I would go the entire year without ever meeting a family. Students are dropped off, they're bussed in, they walk themselves, and I wouldn't meet a family the whole year. Now I speak to them every 1, 2 to 3 weeks. They're in the background of my lessons, waving to me. I call them the backup dancers.
Hey, can you just take a minute and explain to our families a little bit about the tools you use to be successful and connect with our kids?
Oh, sure. We have everybody up here so I can sort of see their faces, see what they're doing. They can see each other. My students do have best friends. They get to know each other really well, and they get to interact just like they would in a regular classroom. I can put content, videos, pictures, and my favorite feature is the whiteboard feature. As they complete their work, it pops up on my screen so that I can give them immediate feedback, and then I can share and celebrate what they're doing.
Amanda, thank you so much. And let's go see who else is available. Jade. This is Jade Smith. She's one of our 3rd grade teachers. Tell our families a little bit about the lesson you're putting together right now.
This lesson here is for a Tier 2 reading group. So those are students who struggle a little bit more with reading and comprehension on the 3rd grade level. And we kind of review things with fluency and reading comprehension. Now today we're going to be reading about tree frogs and everything related to them.
Good luck with that lesson.
Thank you.
We're going to stop in here real quick at one of our live lessons. Jeremy, can I interrupt you for a second?
Oh, hi, Tom.
Can you tell our parents a little bit about yourself?
I'm a 2nd grade teacher here at CCA, and as you're seeing here, I'm getting ready to do a live lesson. Within the live lessons, when I teach reading especially, I bring in a lot of reading characters. And these reading characters help teach these different strategies. So for example, I had dressed up as a detective using a magnifying glass and then this detective's cap. And they really started building on that idea that they're detectives when they're reading stories because they're using the clues to better understand those stories.
So that's what's neat about it. Through our live lessons, we're really building an educational community.
The webcams are really important too. It's a great part of that interaction with each other, a really important social piece because the social development of the student is just as important as their academic.
Well, wonderful. Jeremy, thank you so much. I'll let you get to your live lesson.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for stopping by.
And good luck today.
Thank you.
Well, we just wrapped up visiting our Harrisburg Family Service Center. Next stop, the Andrews Family Service Center. Here we are at the Andrews Family Service Center, located in East Central Pennsylvania. Let's go inside and see what's happening. Hello, Spiri. Can I interrupt you for a second?
Sure, absolutely.
Please tell our families what you do here for CCA.
I am the 3rd grade gifted and talented teacher, and I'm also the language arts curriculum coordinator.
It's my understanding that one of the things that you do very, very well is the personalized learning approach.
In our gifted and talented program, we have something called the Genius Hour, where students decipher what their interests are and what their passion is. And they use an inquiry-based learning approach to find out more about their passion. A student that I had last year, he was so passionate about Minecraft and game-based learning. He inspired me to learn more about Minecraft and try and bring some Minecraft projects to our live lessons and our units.
Spiri, thank you so much for everything you do to help our families and connect with kids in a very unique way.
Thank you.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Very well.
Good to see you.
Could you take a minute and introduce yourself to our families?
Sure. My name's Tom Rotet. I'm a 7th grade science teacher, and this is my 6th year with CCA. I do like our interactive nature with our students. We use a lot of online tools, and we can kind of replicate what students do with a textbook in a typical brick and mortar school. We can replicate that online with portfolios and labs.
Can you tell our families one of your most memorable stories?
We had a field trip where we actually got to tour a tunnel on the northeast extension of the turnpike. We got to see the control room, we got to walk on top of the tunnel and actually look down through the vents and see the cars going below us at our feet. So it's a great time to interact with the students and the families, and also it helped me learn a lot about how the whole tunnel system works.
Tom, thanks so much for letting me interrupt you today.
Thank you, Tom. It was good to see you.
Day.
All right, you too.
Hello, Sarah. How are you doing?
Hi, Tom. Good. How are you?
Very well. Could you please introduce yourself to our families?
Sure. So I am Sarah Christman. I'm a 3rd grade synchronous teacher at CCA.
Could you tell our families what a synchronous teacher is or what you do?
I'm with the kids all day long in live lesson, teaching all of their courses, math, language arts, writing, reading, science, social studies, doing all of our lessons through the live lesson room and various hands-on tools with a document camera.
What do you think are some of the advantages of learning in our environment versus a bricks and mortar school?
As a synchronous teacher, I really get to know these kids, and I see them every day, and I know what they need. For example, today we're learning measuring, using a ruler, measuring to the nearest fraction of an inch, and they just weren't quite getting it, so that I know that I can adapt tomorrow's lesson. We're gonna jump into that again, and I can make sure that they really have a better grasp on it. So I'm really going at their pace.
That's wonderful. And Sarah, we really appreciate all you do for our kids and our families.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Next stop, Dixon City Family Service Center. Let's go. Here we are at the Dixon City Family Service Center. Let's go meet some more teachers. Hi, Haley, how are you?
Hi, Tom. I'm good. How are you? Hello.
Can you tell our families a little bit about how you grade papers?
Yeah, absolutely. As everybody knows, English teachers take a lot of time to grade papers, especially when they're longer papers. So what I do is I just use my Microsoft Word app. My students send me their documents, and I get to mark it up with our pen here.
And as we know, feedback is extremely important when teaching in a virtual environment. It helps the kids know where they stand and also how they can do better the next time.
Yeah, absolutely. In high school, live lesson is a little bit different. Students don't go to live lesson as often as they do in elementary and middle school. So if a lot of the contact I'm getting with students is over the phone and through my written feedback, I really take the time to make sure that my feedback is really accurate.
Well, Haley, thanks so much. I won't take any more of your time so you can get back to grading.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Yes, you too. Bye.
Hello, Julie.
Hi,
Would you please introduce yourself to our families?
my name's Juliana Schweinsberg, and I teach high school biology here.
When working with high school students, oftentimes they have non-traditional schedules. How do you and your colleagues accommodate that?
In high school, the students are working or they're volunteering, and we have to adjust to that. So I have a student at the beginning of this year. I was trying to get a handle on what his schedule was like, and he wasn't available until 7 o'clock at night. So I called at 7 o'clock at night.
And also, you teach biology. Talk to our families a little bit about how you bring biology to life when working with our students.
There are hands-on activities, and some of those I have to do at home, at my home, and I record them and then show the videos to my students. And we also have field trips. We have dissections. At the beginning of the dissections, the students are hesitant. You don't know what they're doing. They're a little squirmy, but by the end, they're literally digging for brains.
Thank you so much again for
Thank you.
talking with our families and explaining what the science department does and how it serves our students. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Hello, Dominic.
Tom, how are we doing today?
Very well. Do you mind introducing yourself and telling our families what you do here?
Sure. My name is Dominic Swaha. I'm a 10th grade U.S. history teacher at CCA. And this is going to be going in my 3rd year here.
Dominic, I see you got some really great things here in your cube. I imagine you use these for your live lessons.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm a big history buff myself, always been. So I try to incorporate that by showing a lot of these neat artifacts that you see laying around here.
Now, can you tell our families a little bit about what happens when you have your office hours?
My office hours, we have usually probably about 3 times a week for an hour. Students can pop in at their convenience, and we can also set them up depending on their students' needs. You can do a little bit of one-on-one tutoring and go through basically everything they need for the class.
Do you have a story, a most memorable moment, special connection you made in some way?
I do living history events and different things like that, and I actually have a student who does a little bit of the same thing. I do Civil War history, my cup of tea, but he does revolutionary things, and he was telling me about his experiences, and we're comparing stories about different things and different events. And I thought that was really neat and a good way to connect with our students.
Dominic, thank you so much for your time.
Tom, thank you.
You have a great day, and keep connecting with these kids and bringing history to life.
Absolutely. Thank you,
All right,
Tom.
thank you. I hope you enjoyed riding along on this episode of Tours with Tom. In this video, we took you behind the scenes with our teachers and we visited 3 family service centers. You were able to see how our staff uses technology, software, and most importantly, caring to serve you better. You're never alone with CCA. We welcome you to call or stop by one of our family service centers anytime you need support. Our regional family service centers can be found by visiting the CCA website. Thank you for choosing CCA, and I'll see you on the next Tours with Tom.